Hi.
What does it say?
Well, it's
Don't get your tinsel in a tangle.
because I was going to give you my favorite mug, and then I was like, it's not about me, so I'll give her one that she might enjoy.
I hate Christmas, but I like this one.
Well, because I thought it was funny.
I like tinsel.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It is funny. Yay. Welcome to, oh my God, I forgot the name of our podcast. Bring something to the table. I'm Shelby.
I'm Leslie, and we're having Nespressos instead of mimosas, which is okay.
Because it's a school day,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly. A work day
Oh, my goodness.
for some. Well, I'm working today, so I guess that counts.
I am working today. I'm going to drive up to Winter Park and go meet with a realtor friend of mine and take a look at a new development that's happening.
Really?
So
for you to buy something or just for clients?
For clients. So if somebody wants to get their mountain property, this might be the affordable way to do that since Breck and Vale and all those other ones are
insane. Is Winter Park more affordable?
It is right now, but I think once this development gets underway, it'll be crazy. But yeah, I love Winter Park. It's easy to get to, except it's terrifying in the winter. Have you been?
You guys stayed in a condo up there one time, right? And I think I came just like for the day. Was that Winter Park?
No, I think that was I feel like
cute little village
or somewhere. Maybe it was Winter Park. Yeah,
I had to go up like it was pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that Berthoud Pass is terrifying. In the winter. Yeah,
that's what I did, and it wasn't snowing in Denver at the time. I guess that's how mountains work. But it started snowing really bad as I was driving up.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I made a grave mistake.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's been a while since it's been us, and I've missed you.
I know. We've been doing just guests. Well, the last 2 episodes were guests, which is cool too.
And then like before that, there was the podcast launch party, and it's just been like one thing after another, it seems like.
Yeah, it's been a crazy summer or whatever. It's fall now, I guess, technically. But when was our launch party?
August 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah. Yikes. Which I want to give a fabulous shout out again to Christina Mao with Salta Events.
Oh my God.
And our specialty drink that we had with glitter, edible glitter, and cotton candy.
Mm-hmm. And the nicest girl, like Christina couldn't make it that night, right? Because she was sick or something. Right. But she had a person
Kenya was there handing them out.
She was so sweet.
Super sweet. So Salta Events, Christina Mao does either event planning or mixology classes or wine tasting. She's phenomenal. So
does she still work at that place, Blanchard?
I think she does on occasion.
What did we do that one time? Oh, a mixology class there at Blanchard Wine and down like the Milk Market area. That was so fun. And the space is really cool too.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
She's just like the coolest.
And she is. She's so nice. And she puts on all of the events on Gaylord Street here in Wash Park.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she does everything. But I saw her post the other day. There were 50 platters. So they did a mixology class, kind of a team building thing. So 50 silver platters with like beakers and glasses and mixes. And then she taught a class on that. So fun team building.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good idea. I want to like have her do something else too one of these days. Not that I'm out here hosting events on the regular at this point in my life, but I am. This is like a side note, I guess. So Elena, who was our first guest, I'm hosting their top surgery party at my house this Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to make Jell-O shots again, as you do. And then, it's just going to be, it's at my house, which like is not the nicest house out of all of our friends, but I think it's like a special place because I'm assuming all of this, but like Elena came to my house after their first date with their girlfriend Grace.
Yeah.
And Grace was like the one to like reach out about the party.
So, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Your house is special though. I think your friends like to gather there and you make it a good time.
Yeah, it's fun. It's little, but it's fun. Yeah. And I have the shot neon sign and like everyone has to do a shot when they walk in if it's a party.
Got it. So do you make your Jell-O shots with vodka or something different?
So I'm just going to scooch my chair in. The recipe that I found that has worked the best that actually like tastes good and not like a straight up chemical is you can do whatever like liquor that you want. If you're insane, you can do tequila, but I love tequila and I wouldn't even do that. So you do 1 part liquor and then you do 1 part peach schnapps. or whatever schnapp.
Okay.
If there are multiple schnapps,
there are different schnapps.
What is a schnapp? I don't even know.
Sounds like some German liqueur.
Yeah, or an Irish one.
Oh, it could be.
We have some Irish stuff to talk about. But anyways, yeah, so 1 part liquor, so an entire bottle of liquor, an entire bottle of peach schnapps, and then your Jell-O mix.
So I've never 54. I've never made a Jell-O shot. I've consumed them.
Mm-hmm.
So is the Jell-O you put in the powder, or do you
Mhm.
actually like make the Jell-O gelatin and then add the alcohol?
No, you use you have to like add warm water to at some point. I can't remember. But you use the alcohols as like the water.
Okay.
And you're mixing in the Jell-O powder into that.
Oh.
And I'm going to do rainbow colors because they're gay. And it's going to be like a rainbowy kind of vibe. So I don't even know how many boxes of Jell-O I'm going to have.
So are you going to layer them so it's layered rainbows?
Absolutely not. That I don't know how to do.
I was like, you're getting really fancy over there.
Wildly and over my head already. But why did I bring that up? Party. Elena.
Yes, because we were talking about Christina Mao and like having her do a party.
Yeah. It would be really cool to like have a house party or something and like have Christina there slinging her yummy drinks.
Yeah. She makes such good ones too. She's very creative.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Christina. We love you so much. Salta Events. Call her. Tweet her.
We'll tag. We'll
Graham.
a little tag on here.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to talk about what you're bringing to the table this week?
I do, because I feel like I've had this strange metamorphosis.
Oh my God, what?
Like I don't know what's happened. Like in the last 8 weeks or so, I feel differently. And I don't know if we're going to chat about therapies, but maybe it's from doing ketamine therapy and then it just finally clicks in your brain. I don't know. But I'm bringing like bigness, confidence, if that makes sense, because it's something that my therapist and I have been working on for like 4 years, which is taking up space. And I tend to never do that. And I'm feeling like confident and that I deserve a seat at the table.
What a tie-in.
But I feel like I am confident now in like who I am and what's important to me and where I'm going, and that I can take up some bigness in a room now and not just shrink back all the time.
Do you feel like you shrank more often than not?
Oh, all of my life. Absolutely.
Why do you? Well,
that's a whole other.
I know. Like, interesting. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And I feel like, again, this is not a man-hating podcast, but I feel like women are kind of taught to hang back and not be loud and not be like boisterous. And then you add in your childhood stuff too.
Childhood trauma, man. It is real. And, when you're told you're stupid every day and you'll never be anything and things like that, those words matter. And, it takes a long time to undo that stuff.
Yeah, it does. That's why I feel like our parents should be responsible for paying for our therapy.
This is true. Mm-hmm. But then you try to do all the right things as well. Like I think I did a great job raising Mitchell, and he still has issues. So we're just humans, I think.
I feel like at some point when like children are like put out into the world, whether that's like kindergarten or preschool or whatever, it starts to like, it's out of your hands at that point. Like a lot of it's out of your hands as like the parent, which is easy for me to say because I have a dog and like he's my prisoner. Like he doesn't really go out into the world. But I feel like when you start having like the influences of other people, other kids, other adults and stuff, like all you can do is talk to them and coach them through like life and the wildness of it all.
Yes.
I think.
You try to do the best you can.
Mitchell's a great kid.
He is a really good human. Yes, I feel very fortunate. And he enjoys doing diamond art with me. So on Sunday night, we had dinner and we did our diamond art together. And it's like mindless chit chat.
Yeah.
Just talk.
That's like Stitch and Bitch.
Exactly.
Kind of, but with diamond. The little diamond, like you put them in a thing, then it makes a shape or whatever.
It's like a paint by numbers. So it's exactly like a paint by numbers, but it has these sparkles. I'll have to show you my new one that I'm working on because it is sparkle-y.
I love a sparkle.
And it's just fun. So it's mindless. Just dab them on there. And I have a whole setup now. So Mitchell and I both have one. So it comes with like a backlight and an attachment thing. And
of course.
it's fancy. All right, what are you bringing to the table?
Oh shit. I have a funny story.
Okay.
I guess I'll bring that to the table because it made me laugh, I guess, afterwards. So since it's been so nice out here, and whenever I leave Cash in the house, like he just wrestles everything and he'll just like pull blankets off and whatever, pee on things just like out of spite. And I know this isn't safe and this is probably not a good thing to say out loud, but I leave my back door open just for him to come and go as he pleases when I'm not home. But my gates, both like gates in my backyard are padlocked. Like if someone wants to get in, they could jump the fence, I guess.
But also, shimmying over the fence, then that's going to call attention. And
yeah. And also, like, if you want to break into my house, you can. It's not a secure.
100%. I agree.
It's not, you know what I mean? I don't have a moat and like freaking alligators or whatever. So I've been leaving the door open when I go to work, which is only like for a few hours at a time. And I have had some run-ins with squirrels.
Oh my gosh.
We have some.
Even though Cash is there, they still are brazen and oh my god.
These squirrels, I'm telling you, have balls. And I have like left food out on the counter before just because like I'm in a rush and whatever, and then I leave. And they've gotten into stuff. Like they busted open a bag of rice.
No way.
They got into my peanut butter. They nibbled a hole in the top of the peanut butter and then scooped something with their grimy little mitts and then walked around on my countertop. So I had like all these tiny little claw footprints, which is like.
But like a container? Like it was the top?
Uh-huh.
What?
They nibbled a hole in it. I'm like, just twist off the top. Don't ruin it. Brand new thing of peanut butter. Anyways, this is not the whole story. That's just part of it. So yesterday, that's happened.
Is that in one day? There's multiple days of.
That was one day. Was the getting into my stuff. Okay. So I was cleaning all of that up and then like walked into the living room and I heard something and I walked into the kitchen again and the squirrel had entered my kitchen and was standing in the kitchen like right inside of the door. And so I started like yelling at it and it was like arguing with me back.
It was like holding its stance.
Yeah. So I got it out.
Oh.
We've been fine. We have a mutual respect. I feel like it knows now like not to enter. However, yesterday I was having like the nicest nap on my couch. Back door was open. It was beautiful out. And all of a sudden I'm like woken up by like the scurrying sound. The squirrel had come in through the back door into my living room, up my window, and it was like between the window and the blinds.
Oh my gosh.
I never wanted to know what an underbelly of a squirrel looked like, but now I do, unfortunately. And so it was like, oh my God, like how do I get out of here? And I screamed because
well, yeah, that's terrifying.
It could have rabies.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
I just envisioned this whole like Bill Murray movie of it jumping on your head.
It almost landed on my foot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. And Cash saw it, like he heard me scream and he saw it, and I think he just got so frazzled that he just like laid down and barked. The squirrel jumped off the window, landed on the floor, and like ran outside.
Oh my God. It's getting more and more brazen and just coming in. And he's kind of like, bitch, this is my food supply.
Yeah.
Winter's coming, so I'm going to stock up. And I don't care if you're here.
Nope. The first thing that started it all was it stole, like at the beginning of this year, it stole one of my Chick-fil-A. I had like the breakfast potatoes and it stole them. And it sat outside my kitchen window and ate it, like taunting
and
me.
mocking you.
Yeah. So long fucking story long. I've launched a war on the squirrels in the hood.
Do you think it's the same squirrel or are there different ones?
I think it's different ones. Okay. I think they brought their friends now.
Yeah.
And
like come to this house.
Yeah.
It's a free for all.
Yep.
I wonder, I know that they eat pumpkins all the time. So I spray them now with a cayenne pepper mixture and water.
Oh.
I wonder if we can make but you don't want little Cash to have his paws on there and then.
No, and you just said pumpkin and I have a pumpkin sitting on my counter.
Oh my God, that's not, you're going to come home today and it's going to be gone.
It's been there for a while though.
They're waiting.
Great. They're going to
get their army and they're all going to carry it out.
The day that they busted into, I know we're extensively talking about this. They don't deserve this much airtime, but whatever. I have a milk frother with a tiny little whisk in it. And on the day that they grabbed the brown rice and like peanut butter, they took the fucking whisk. So I can't froth my milk anymore for my coffee. And I'm just like envisioning them like wearing it as a hat, like running around the backyard. So that's what I'm bringing to the
Oh,
table.
wow. That is way more lighthearted and way more fun than my deep therapy session.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why this works. Because I have dumb stories. And if anyone sees these squirrels, yell at them.
Yeah. When did we start tagging them and start calling them Larry, Curly, and Mo?
Oh, his name's Elliot.
Oh, that's a demurely nice name.
Is it? Daniel? Paul? Rick?
No.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Anyone let us know what you think my squirrel should be named. So that's that.
That was fantastic. I loved it.
Like
Great story.
sweating talking about it because it makes me so upset. So since we haven't had like a one-on-one conversation in a minute, like on the podcast, we just wanted to like catch up on life. And
no, we don't see each other anymore. I was looking for some pictures the other day, and I was going back to 2022. I was like, oh look
my
at all the fun
God.
things we've done. And concerts and Red Rocks and axe throwing, which was a really long time ago.
Forgot about that. That was a double date.
It was a double date.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh. And today's my 2-year anniversary with that double date.
Oh my God.
So yeah, John and I have been together for 2 years today.
That's crazy.
Which I find even more crazy is when I got super intentional and wrote down what I wanted in a person, which was on October 5th at 9:28 p.m.
And today's the 10th?
Today's the 9th. So I did it, and then 4 days later met him. So
okay, so you're measuring it from the day you met him.
On our first date, yeah. Because once we went on our first date, that was kind of
was it.
Yeah.
I remember the axe throwing, and I was like, 50-50, this guy might be a serial killer.
So much so, right? I had to have him hop on with my therapist because I was scared. Like, he said he had never done the axe throw, and he took the double axes, and he got a bullseye. Yeah. And I did not know if I should be terrified or impressed or a little bit of all of it.
I feel like that's just the general vibe when it comes to dating.
Yeah,
like, should I be terrified or impressed? Well, congrats. That's cool.
That's good. Yeah, 2 years. It's gone by pretty quickly. So happy about that. And then how has your dating been since then?
Since then? You want me to dial it back 2 years? Well, obviously I haven't met anybody worth like dating long term. I've been on a bazillion dates. Most are good. Like everyone's pretty nice for the most part. Are
you going into this with like, I might meet a new friend, and
yes,
or it's making excellent
discussion
material. Yes,
I'm doing a lot of it for the plot.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
And like, yes, I changed my mindset a little bit. I went off of Hinge for a little bit because I was like, I'm not feeling great, and the whole point of dating is to like have fun and like find people you enjoy being around who like validate you. Like that's, I think, a big and whatever, I don't know, that might be like an insecurity thing or like not a great thing to look for in other people, because I know you should validate yourself and all that bullshit. But I like attention from guys, as do most people. As do most people.
Yeah.
And
we all like attention, whether you're a man or a woman. We want to appreciate us.
Yeah. And attention, like, not in a toxic way. Like I feel very uncomfortable when people tell me like, oh, you're so pretty or like whatever. I'd rather you tell me I'm funny or I'm smart or whatever. So after that break, I tried to change my mindset based kind of on like what Alicia did, our common friend Alicia. And she was like, I loved like online dating. It was fun and it was a way to meet people. So I'm doing that. I'm trying not to take it so seriously. Because I'm not someone who like I believe in marriage because I know it exists, but for myself, like I don't need it. And I don't know that for me, being with one person for the rest of my life makes sense. So I'm just like trying to
it's really hard because we grow and change so much. And so There are the exceptions, absolutely. But to
Yeah.
think that you're going to be with one person, which sounds awful for like 50 years, it sounds.
I don't. Yeah.
So yeah, you can grow and change. Well, good. And so which dating apps are you on right now, or
Just
one
Hinge.
app? Okay.
Yeah, just Hinge. And I was taught like most of the time I'll go on like one date with somebody and be like, nah, it's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had a lot of conversations of just like, hey, it was so nice meeting you, but I got more of a friend vibe, or this is not
Right.
what I'm looking for. And I did meet one guy recently who like we talked for like maybe a month or so, went on a couple dates, and then he said like he met somebody else he has a strong connection with, and I was like, okay. And it was fine. I was like, okay, it's not my guy, because the person I'm supposed to be with is gonna have a strong connection with me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's something you have to go back and think about. Like, we don't like everybody, so they're
Mhm.
not always going to like us, even though, you, me, Alicia, or Alicia and I would always joke that we're perfect, but
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So it's okay.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned like therapy. I think a big part of like the way I react to these kinds of like, what do you call it when you get rejections? They're like rejection.
Oh yeah.
The way that I react to this now is just like, all right, cool. Like, we're just going to keep it moving, because like what's a basic stranger feels about me like doesn't define who I am, because they don't know who I am. Like, you went on a couple dates with me. Like, you saw me at like my best, probably.
Right.
So we're continuing on. And I went on a date last night.
Okay.
And then I told you about the other person that I matched with.
Yes, which I think is fascinating. And I love it because, that was 2 years ago, right? Like, it could come full circle.
I know, that's so crazy. So for whoever's listening, probably just our friends right now, I am 36, but like I've always enjoyed the energy of like a guy in like his late 20s, because like I feel like that's where my head's at. And so I've never really entertained like dating a guy my own age, because the ones that I have met are just like, let's get married, let's have kids, or they're just kind of like lame. So I gave this guy a chance.
Okay.
We don't have to like say who he is or whatever yet, because I feel like these guys don't deserve airtime.
No.
Yeah.
Well, did I tell you, Alicia and I, we were dating at the same time, so we would just call people nicknames.
Mhm.
Poodle, Springs, Skittles.
He can be Potato.
Perfect.
Which might be whatever. And he's a year older than me. So I was like, okay, fine. But he has a quality that I like. And I always say, like, my first husband is going to be from this place or whatever.
Right.
And so we got to chatting, and we realized that your boyfriend plays a sport with him. And you guys were trying to set me up with him 2 years ago, you said?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you guys chat about that?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
like, do you know John Nolte? And he was like, yeah, I know John. And I was like, I think that like they tried to set us up a while ago. And he was like, oh, you're the girl named Shelby.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, well, why didn't it ever work out? Bud, Potato. And I can't remember.
Well, I had my opinion.
Yeah.
Can I share that? Should I share that?
Yeah, because I told him about it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, I heard some stuff about you.
Right. And I was like, this person could be fantastic for Shelby. And I think that we'll share that he has an accent. And I think that is very charming. Ladies find it charming, and he was eating it up. So,
of course, I would too.
Right? That's what I was saying to John. I'm like, please.
Mm-hmm.
You'd work that angle all day long.
Absolutely.
So, yes, but it's been 2 years. I just think this would be amazing.
I think it would be funny. No.
And he's super fun. So he's cute and fun and kind to be around and great energy and has a sexy accent. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can – I don't have like a physical type of person that I'm attracted to. It's more of like personality and vibe, and if they have like confidence and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot where I was going with that. I got distracted.
When he lives around here too. So it's not like he's in, Castle Rock or, 45 minutes away.
He asked to go for a walk at Wash Park, and I was like, "Oh, finally, someone who doesn't want to like go
Oh,
have cocktails or like go
right.
to dinner. Like, I'm not sitting at a dinner with a
Oh
stranger.
my God, no.
Absolutely not.
No, because it's like an interview and you know in 60 seconds whether or not you're going to have a connection with someone. So to go for an hour and a half or whatever it might be is
My nightmare.
hell.
Absolute.
Because all I do is sit there and go, I could be cuddled with my dog and a
Mm-hmm.
glass of wine watching Lifetime movies right now.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of to like a tell, like when you meet them, like what you're thinking when you're like
Mm-hmm.
sitting across from them, whether you're like fully engaged in the conversation or you're
Right.
like, I wish somebody would call me with an emergency, which I had. Oh, I had that. I went on 2 dates in one day once.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they were very casual.
Okay.
It was like a coffee in the morning and then ice cream at night. And I at the ice cream one, I had like a I was like, when is this gonna end?
Oh,
Kind of thing. Cause he was just like rattling questions off at me back to back, just like interviewing me.
yeah. That doesn't feel good.
No.
The only good thing there is that you love ice cream. And so
Yeah.
you got that
When the
out of
ice
it.
cream was gone, I was like, I gotta go. Sorry, buddy, I gotta go. But he didn't have like I like to make people laugh, and he didn't laugh at me. So I was like, clearly something's wrong with him.
Clearly, because you're one of the funniest people I
I
know.
thank you. I feel funny. And if someone's not laughing, I try harder.
Right. And then
And
it's just more awkward.
yeah. So I was like, all right.
Well, yeah, no, peace out. If someone doesn't get your humor.
Yeah. I think he had this is not a dig at all, but I think he was like kind of on the spectrum of autism in a way, just like based off of some of his mannerisms and like some of the like things that he said, like the way that
Mhm.
he like lived and stuff. Which is fine, but like I was like, you don't show emotion and like that's hard for me to
Right.
like participate
Well, you have
in.
to be able to pick up on people's vibes, and that's
Yeah.
how you play off of one another.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than like having somebody who's also has like a dark sense of humor like you, so you
Mhm.
guys can laugh in
And
inappropriate
sarcastic.
times too.
Yeah. That's it for dating for now. We'll keep you posted on Potato Man.
Yeah.
And the guy I went on with a date with last night, we'll see where that goes. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's good to keep them all like juggling all the balls in the air,
Yeah.
as they say.
As they say. So I know we wanted to do, well, I wanted to do a like random question. We can do one.
We'll do one.
Okay.
Okay.
I have this crazy list of questions that I like add to all the time. And I shared it with Leslie.
And I was really overwhelmed because I think there were 127 questions on there, and
Yeah, that tracks.
I lost.
I know.
After 3, I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what you're going to ask, but I've had 3 Nespressos today, and I'm hoping my brain is firing. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, I'll ask you first. So the shitty thing is that they're on my phone, but I think I have them memorized. I think the most important one for me would be, well, this is easy.
Okay, I feel nervous.
What kind of environment do you feel like you thrive in? Like a loud party, like a quiet chill?
Oh. No, definitely not a loud party. I'm an introverted extrovert, so I can do the extroverted things if I need to, but it exhausts me. And too many people and loudness, it's very overwhelming. So um, I like an environment where there's maybe 5 to 8 people,
Mhm.
and I really so that I can just hear what people are saying because I'm also getting deaf, and I like to be able to just chat and have one-on-one conversations. I am terrible at superficial small talk. I always have to ask questions of people so I can try to find a common connection,
Mhm.
and so I need that in a small environment.
Like an intimate gathering of sorts.
But
Yeah.
not 3 people, because if you don't know them all that well, then that just feels awkward.
Yeah.
And I am overly conscious. I have to make sure everybody is having a good time.
Mhm.
And if I also notice that somebody isn't talking, I want to make sure that I can ask them the right questions so they're participating in conversation. So sometimes it's all just stressful. So
Yeah.
I like an environment where I don't have to talk if I don't want to, because it's people that I know.
Yeah, that's comforting in a way.
Yeah.
Where you can just like sit back and watch everyone interact.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. See, that wasn't that bad.
That was not that bad.
I wasn't going to ask
I
you the
wrote
last
some
time you cried.
down.
Okay, just pick one.
I will say, if you could pursue any passion without the need to worry about money or time, what would it be?
Ooh.
Because I feel like you are so diverse in so many ways.
My gut reaction would be to do like something creative. Like I paint furniture a lot. I haven't done it in a while because life and whatever. But gut reaction would be to have like a store of like repurposed furniture and a coffee shop kind of thing, slash bar, slash whoever who knows what else. Secondarily, I would love to have like an animal rescue, like a huge piece of land, and just like when you see stray dogs, take them. Like, I'm sorry, if your dog's wandering on the streets, my dog now. Like, be able to do that, and all sorts of animals. So not just.
Do you
dogs.
like cats? No, you're not really a cat person.
No, I'm not. I try too hard with animals, and cats like feel that out immediately. That. So I just get really weird around them. Yeah.
I can see this farm happening, and then all those people who get like baby ducklings when they're cute and little, and they grow up.
Give me
like, I don't want them.
Oh my god, full size ducks! I would love.
Yeah,
they just have like they're like following me around. I would like let them in the house. Like it would just be a full like everyone would be running around. Yeah, happy.
We did the Palisade trip again a couple weeks ago. So we went back to the same peach orchard and did the yoga.
Oh, that's fun.
And she has ducks now. So the ducks and the chickens were all just kind of running around together.
Oh my God.
And they were great.
She had really cool chickens last time.
Yeah, they're really pretty. I didn't realize. Yeah. And so we got some fresh eggs and that's always fun. God. The ladies were working hard.
Yeah. That's a cool place. What's the name of it?
It is, I think it's called Palisade Yoga. I'll have to. It is such a cool place. So if you're in Palisade, you got to go and see her because she's amazing. I think her name's Rachel.
Yeah,
and kind, and her spirit is just overwhelmingly loving. Yeah, she's very nice.
It's a cool experience for sure.
Yoga's good. All right, well, this was super fun.
Oh my God, fast.
It went really fast. We haven't seen each other.
Sorry for talking about dating the whole time.
Hey, dating's fun. Oh, and I had this great quote, which I'm not going to bring up because that's a whole other, about kind of how dating is like abusive to women, like getting unsolicited dick pics and things that like, what makes you think you can do that? But I've been chatting with some gals my age who are contemplating hopping online as well. And so they had talked about like Bumble or Hinge. And for me, I kind of like Hinge because it's a two-way street. Mm-hmm. And I don't necessarily want to just sit back and, I don't know, wait. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Both people to jump out.
I've never used Bumble. Hinge is fun. I can help them build their profiles.
Yes.
I'm really good at that.
I know you are. And so I actually did look, there's like a Consumer Reports or whatever with the top 5 apps. So Zoosk is also in the top 5, which I've always thought that was the strangest name. And
Zoosk? No, I've never heard of it.
I like Hinge.
Yeah, Hinge works.
Hinge works. And that's how I met John, and that's how other people have met their partners. So.
That's how Libby and Sebastian met each other, Jenny and Micah. Other people too.
Yeah, Jeannie and Martin. And then now you and Potato.
Oh my God. Yep.
Yay.
Okay.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
So y'all, remember, you always have a seat at our table.
Come sit with us and talk about
everything. Oh my gosh, can I just end on this too? Sorry. But yes. So John is at a thing for work. And so I know some of the colleagues there, and they've been sharing, 2 people, how much they love our podcast.
What?
And then I talked with somebody from grade school who I haven't spoken to in years. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm always on YouTube watching you and Shelby because you guys have a fun thing going. And I was like, wow. So there's people that we don't even know are listening and watching us. So.
I do tell all the guys on Hinge that I have a podcast.
Oh, so that they know that you're like a comedian at this point, gathering information.
So. Yeah. They're like, am I going to be on it? That's why I don't want to share like too much information because they don't deserve it.
No, they don't.
So I feel like Hinge X could be a write-off, like a business write-off for me because I'm like promoting us. But
or they could at least give you like a free membership for a year.
Something.
And write a review.
Yeah. Sponsorship.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. You always have a seat at our table.
Always.
Struggle. Cheers.
Okay. Bye. And that's a wrap of another episode of Bring Something to the Table.
We hope you enjoyed diving into the wild world of candid conversations with us.
Remember, you can catch all of our episodes on your favorite podcast platform.
And if you love what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review.
And your support means the world to us.
So until next time, keep embracing the messiness of life, keep seeking those shared experiences, and always remember,
you deserve a seat at our table.
Bye. Bye.